Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another Community Connections with Ryan Sauers. I'm super excited today to have my friends and colleagues from Majestic Preparatory Academy owners, Tarra Brooks and Reda Brooks. How are you doing, my friends?
We're doing well, thank you.
Yeah, people don't realize how hard we try to do these shows. We had to do a lot of behind the scenes work, didn't we?
We did.
Well, the fun part is the talking part. So technology brings us together, but we're doing the best we can. Well, you guys tell me and our audience a little bit about you guys, you know, your background, your family, et cetera, so we can get to know you better.
Okay, well, my name is Reda Brooks, and I am a 37-year veteran educator.
Congrats.
I'm married, and I have 5 children and 7 grandchildren.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And this school is the culmination of probably 20-year dream. And I'm so excited because my daughter Tarra has bought into the dream and she is willing to carry it. So I'm very, very excited to be opening Majestic Preparatory Academy on September the 8th of this year.
All right, that was the big unveiling. See, I've been working with you, and I didn't know the date, so that's exciting news. So we're going to be having this show up very soon, so we'll be sharing it everywhere. All right, Tarra, let us know a little bit about yourself.
All right, I'm Tarra Brooks, and I am actually a resident here in Gwinnett County in Lawrenceville. And I have a background in human resource management, and I'm going to be the head of school here at Majestic Preparatory Academy. I have a daughter that once went to Alcova in the Gwinnett County school system, and I'm very active in Gwinnett County. So I am very excited about being able to serve the community and being able to bring this experience to our community.
That's awesome. Well, I've spent my career working with family businesses, and just getting to meet you today, Reda, is awesome, and especially Tarra and I've talked a lot, so it's been a real treat, and I'm really proud of you guys for what you're doing and going after your dream. So tell us a little bit about, you know, we've been in crazy times, as you guys know, and tell us a little bit about Majestic Preparatory Academy, just kind of the thoughts and how you guys are doing things, because, you know, you'd be opening here, a couple, 2-3 weeks, whatever it's going to be. And just, you know, let our audience know a little about where you are, what you do, your vision and beliefs, etc.
Well, at Majestic Preparatory Academy, we've decided to use a strategy called project-based learning. And many teachers may recognize it as theme learning or as problem-based learning, but basically it starts with an essential question or a problem to be solved, and you use the Common Core to teach skills that enables the children to be able to either answer the questions or come up with more questions or lead to some other extension. So it's kind of the difference between traditional school and science-based projects, for the students from years ago. I taught for a very long time, and this concept is the change that I wanted to see. So this will allow me to be the change I wanted to see in education. So I'm very excited about it.
Congratulations. That's awesome. It's so important. Yeah, I got all kinds of educators in my family, so what you guys are doing is very important. Well, Tarra, I mean, you have anything that since school, you said the date, is it September 8th? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So now, are you guys, how are your hours look, and like what grades do you guys cover, so our listeners and audience know that?
Well, we're going to be actually offering something different than the schools around us. We're going to offer 2 4-hour sessions, and our sessions will run from 8 to 12. That'll be our morning session, and our afternoon session will run from 1 to 5. And what we're going to do during that time is cover all of our Common Core that the students will need on their grades, for the grades that they're in. So those are the 2 sessions that we will cover each day.
Well, that'll prove helpful for a lot of people that are working at home and trying to figure out a way to get their kids instruction and do their job. This is quite a quandary people are in.
Yes.
That's absolutely what we had in mind when we decided that we would do a morning session and an evening session. And with the 4 hours of instruction, the students will be able to, the parents can rest assured that we have taught all the skills that are needed for the grade level that the child is in. And so even if they are working from home, they won't have to worry about trying to do that.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, my wife's an educator, but when you're trying to wear 12 hats, the children are the ones that, if they don't know how to use the technology, whatever. So you guys being there to teach them and help them, and help the parents is a huge opportunity.
It
Now,
is exciting.
you guys are in Lawrenceville, correct?
Correct.
So very convenient. We got a big audience. We certainly got a real large one in Gwinnett. So if I'm going on memory, Tarra, is that Hurricane Shoals Road? Is that right?
We're located on Hurricane Shoals Road, actually across from Gwinnett Medical,
Okay.
Gwinnett Medical Hospital. So we are behind the Bank of America, across from Gwinnett Medical.
Well, that is convenient. It is very convenient. So let me ask you right now, with what you guys see, I see people, we've got COVID, we've got elections coming up, we've got school, which is a huge issue, go to school, not go to school. Right now I'm hearing from a lot of my friends, they're split down the middle. What do I do with my kids? And this is a huge one, so what kind of words of encouragement, so they can hear from the owners? Do you want to let these people to know about you guys? Obviously you've taught a long time and have a passion for it, but that encourage them to say, hey, we're here. Anything you want to say to them?
I would like to go over for just briefly a day in the life of a student at Majestic Preparatory Academy. So when they first arrive in the morning, they would be met on the front porch with sanitizer, make sure they have on a mask, and their temperature taken. They would come in, go straight to their classrooms where their teachers will be waiting for them, and they are socially distanced. We've just bought new desks and sectioned off the room. There will only be 8 children and the teacher in the classroom at one time. Each child will stay according to CDC guidelines. They didn't want them moving from place to place, and therefore we have arranged our classroom so that the teacher and the 8 children will be there for the 4-hour session that we are there. And during that time, they will do a short session of meeting of the minds where the teacher uses the time to greet them, make any announcements, and allow them to prepare for the day. She will do a whole group instruction where she introduces the lesson that they are, the products, the objectives that they're going to work on for that day. And then he or she will go into a small group session where she actually works on the Common Core skills that are needed to complete that project. Then there will be a break time, and then there will be a time where she divides that 8 people group. So she'll work with 4 children while the other 4 children get on their devices and do some research that relates to the project or the question that they are working on for that day. After that, they will do a peer collaboration time where they actually get to reflect on what they found out when they researched. So it's really a problem-driven strategy that has worked in so many places and that children really, really enjoy and learn a lot from. So we're excited about being able to bring that to our children in this area.
Well, what I'm hearing experience. I'm hearing I said encouragement. You added like 1,000% encouragement because you've got that experience, that y'all both have the passion. The sanitation, the temperature, the spread out, the true learning, grounded in years of practice of doing it. So that's why I wanted you guys to come on the show, because it's easy to say, hey, you know, well, not easy, but yeah, I guess somebody could say, hey, I can teach kids, but you know what? You gotta have a lot of experience to know, you know, and then on top of that, we got all these other guidelines we've got to adhere to and keep the kids safe and keep the teachers safe, right?
Absolutely.
So that gives them the encouragement. Well, during this time, as you guys have been opening up you know, preparing to open up the school, has it made you even more passionate about doing this than ever? Or, you know, especially right now?
It absolutely has, because we've heard a lot of stories. Right now, I have a cousin who has 3 children, and she said, I chose virtual, but I don't know what to do next. And so, and I think a lot of parents have found that it's much harder than they thought it would be. And the fact that they're still trying to do their job and educate their children. We want to take the education tasks and take it on with passion and love and efficiency. We want to do a good job with each one of the children that come through our doors.
Well, I love the meeting them at the step, and you know, and just from my own Facebook and stuff, I see these, you know, parents, because my 2 older kids, I think I told Tara, in town they're doing some, you know, pools of kids because they can't find a place to for their, you know, they're trying to do their job and make sure their kids don't get shortchanged. So that's why this is so important to get
Absolutely.
out and let people know about you guys is a great option, because you know we got to, you know, we're doing that as quickly as we can, but it's I love your passion. I love your energy and enthusiasm. Before I forget, what is the best way, phone number or website, for our audience to get in touch with you, or whatever you want to give them? What's the best thing they can do?
For our website, they can reach us at majesticprepacademy.org. And to reach us by email is info@majesticprepacademy.org. And our phone number is area code 470-282-1933.
All right, that's pretty darn good to get all that right. That's pretty darn good. Well, I tell you what, why don't you guys leave us with a nugget that you want? You know, again, we're going to have this out in video form. We'll be sharing it through our channels. It'll become a podcast, so it's going to be all over the place. But what's a final nugget each of you guys have that you want to live with whoever's listening to you now and thinking about their kids, or you know, should they come call you, or you know, or talk to you about their school? What do you want to say to them?
I want the families in the Gwinnett to know that we are a family. It takes a village to raise a child, and we want to be part of their village. We have prepared ourselves to help them through this trying time, and we want them to trust us that we can make a difference.
Nice.
Probably the thing that I would say is that what I said yesterday as we were bringing in some new materials and making sure we put them in the right classroom, I said to my husband, I said, this is going to be the coolest place ever to learn, because we have so many awesome things for the children to explore and engage in. So this is just going to be the place to be to learn in Gwinnett County. And
I,
thank you, Ryan, so
Thank
very
Oh,
much.
hey, well, I'm all aboard, and I give you my highest endorsement. So, our listeners, I want you to reach out to Tarra Brooks, my guest Reda Brooks, owners of Majestic Preparatory Academy in Lawrenceville, and that opening date again is what, September 8th, right, guys?
September
September
8th.
8th. We'll
Okay,
see you there.
so we're going to be getting that out and encouraging people, phone, email, go to your website to connect with you about this school year.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
thanks for your diligence of getting on today, and we appreciate all you're doing to make a difference in lives. And I'll sign us off right now. But thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, you've been listening to another Community Connections with Ryan Sauers. Until next time, we'll see you then. Take care, everyone.